slid in for round two. I took a little break so I could switch branches. And this one's quick. I've been banging my head on this other, all the branch shared extension stuff that I showed. And kind of this week, an ask came in from our solutions engineers team, and kind of like took me back to like the early days of like when I first started at Omni. There was like very much, and I think it still exists, but it's felt a little since I've been working on these larger projects, like, oh, it's harder to do kind of like interrupt you, like, oh, this would be really nice, can we just do this? And this one sounded very achievable and fun. And so when I had my branch stuff that I showed uh, in a decent state to wait, I went ahead and like took the afternoon to build this. So the context is basically in the UI. We have this ability to build quick aggs, but certain aggregate functions need to have a custom primary key, in particular if they're built on top of like a struct that might cause fan out by referencing the struct. And so what I've done is I've added a new parameter to dimensions called, what did I call it? Custom primary key SQL for quick aggs. That's a mouthful. We could change it, but whatever it is. Actually, first name isn't a unique key, but for the purposes of the demo, it doesn't matter. So we just put first name as the custom primary key SQL. If I now jump into a new analysis, okay, well, that's annoying. Did I lose auth again? Because it was weird, I lost auth. It could be that my internal DB now is in a weird state because I'm jumping between branches and showing stuff off. So I'll have to, I'll get this shipped next week, and we'll do another demo to actually show the full piece. But the TLDR is you add this to a dimension, then if you build a quick aggregate on top of that dimension, it will populate that custom SQL, custom distinct key on the SQL that.
I had a quick question. Is there anything that will auto generate this as we do sort of unnesting, or not really?
I mean, I think that would be a follow-on thing to like kind of do a piece where we say, oh, you're building an unnest, let's go figure out what, but it's, I mean, that's a non-trivial problem, right? You
Yeah, yeah.
basically
I
have
have
to
I have not
select
thought
the
about it more than
various
that.
things and do a count, just, like count grouped by each of the different things and find one where the count never exceeds one or something like that. So it's not there's probably something that we could do to make that automatic. But no, this is definitely not that. This is more like the modeler can go and set up any already extracted structs so that if anybody then adds a quick aggregate to one of those structs, it's not going to cause fan out and confusion.
For context on this one, we requested this for a customer Wednesday morning for like product office hours, and now Conrad's already like demoing it to ship next week, which is just absurd as far as like how fast we build. And we're going on site with this customer on Monday, so yeah, it's really appreciated on this one.
Yeah, well, and I mean, the whole thing about like why I kind of framed the beginning of the demo of that is just like, that's one of the things that I've loved about working at Omni since I joined, is like we have the autonomy to make decisions, to go and do things and ship fast and do an interrupt because the time to value on it feels right, and it's just so fun. And so like going and doing this, like, thanks Justin for bringing this forward, is something that has value, and like it kind of reinvigorated me around some of that what has made my time so far here special, and we'll keep making it special. So awesome. Great. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah.
I have a